Revenant, the Master of Death and the Shadow Guy. Revenant has definitely had some reworks at the end of Season 4 there, and he is definitely a much better pick overall now, bringing his score to a 10, and here's why. Revenant's tactical does not help his team rotate, doesn't help him rotate. It really doesn't help with any movement aspects, so for this category, we're just going to go straight in and give him a 0. Engagement and retreat. This is actually quite effective, so we're going to give this a +2. It's extremely effective against Gibraltars and Caustics, keeping them from putting down their tacticals or using their passives. The reason I'm not going to give this a +3 is because it's such a small area of effect and it only lasts for a short time. I don't feel that it's perfect. Now that you have 2 charges, it's very good. You could argue that this is a 3, but I just think that it's good where it is, and so I'm going to leave it at a +2. As far as teamwork goes, this actually will give us a +2 as well, because it's not perfect as far as helping your team, but it does help your team, because when an enemy is silenced, a Wraith can't Q, a Gibraltar can't Dome, a Caustic can't Gas. So you could even argue a +3 here. Revenant his tactical is extremely strong where it is and quite effective, but just not fantastic in any respects. It's a solid tactical. Moving on to Revenant's ultimate. This doesn't help your team reposition. This doesn't help you reposition. Personally, you're always sent back to the totem. Sometimes the totem just stops. An enemy can use your totem against you. I don't find that it's that useful for any repositioning or getting to a certain place. So for that reason, we'll give it a 0 and move on to engagement and retreating. If you engage in a fight in a third party, fantastic way to roll up with an ultimate. As far as your retreat, if you're low health, you can pop his ultimate and guaranteed safety. Now, again, the reason it's not a +3 is an enemy could use it. Sometimes it'll deactivate. It's not the largest area, but it's a solid overall ultimate, so we'll give it a +2. Teamwork, this is a +3 by far. Even when playing with randoms, you can signal that you're pushing just by putting down an ultimate. Everybody on your team can use it. It's extremely effective. It basically saves your teammates from dying. It's a fantastic teamwork tool and really helps your team, especially now that it's been changed to give you more than a sliver of health. Revenant's passive. His passive is not that good. I mean, he can climb faster and higher, but it's by such a small margin that it really only helps him in small certain scenarios and does not help his team in any teamwork whatsoever. This will bring Revenant to an overall score of 10, and this will put him in the C category. He's an okay pick. He's not a high-tier ranked competitive champion. He's not in high-level tournaments. He's not the best, but he's there. He's a decent pick. As far as buffing or nerfing Revenant, his tactical seems plenty fine where it is. His ultimate has been reworked, and any more changes to that, I believe you're getting into overpowered territory. Where I would buff Revenant just slightly is his passive. Maybe give him a slightly faster climbing speed or higher climbing distance. I think this would just slightly push him into the next category and make him a solid all-around pick and decent for some games. I think this would make him a good legend. But other than that, he's fairly well balanced and in a good position right now.